Sometimes people despise us just because we're not good in communicate. I have to be honest, this is a very common thing in life. And of course, it would be much easier if they can say it straight to our face, so we can improve it. I'm just afraid of those people who would despise us and talk behind our back. Imagine someone we like, or our boss, or maybe people at work. They secretly despise us. That would be a big problem. And because of that, I will show you 2 ways in communicating to earn people respect and avoid saying unnecessary things. This is the first part of how to earn respect in a conversation, and we are PeakYou channel. Subscribe our channel for more tips to improve yourself. We will start with the biggest reason why people disrespect us. Do you know what that is? The number 1 reason is that we allow them to disrespect us. Maybe the action of allowing them to do so might just be coincidence, and we might have not noticed that. But either accidentally or intentionally, this is absolutely wrong. Let me give you a reality example and detailed explanation to deal with this. Now, all I want you to know that people disrespect us is because we might have allowed them to do so. In the US, there is a PhD in psychology named Phil McGraw. He said, "You teach people how to treat you." And I just kept it in my mind since the first time I read it. They can only despise you because you allow them to. If you don't allow them, they cannot do it. Now, let's get to the reality example and you will understand what I said. And you will also be able to teach people how to respect you. For example, you have an office job. You are focusing on your work, and suddenly your co-worker who's younger than you comes to your desk. She shook your shoulder and said, "My computer is ruined. I cannot attach or send any files. I don't know what to do. Come help me, hurry. Come on, hurry. I need this to be done before 5 p.m. Alright, that is your situation. And this thing actually happens in life a lot. Now tell me, how would you deal with this? How would you teach them to respect you? Why did I use the word respect here? It's because that girl is asking you to do her a favor, not even knowing or caring that you are busy. She doesn't even care if you are happy or sad. She just wants you to fix her problem. The only thing she needs right now is you put all of your work aside and go fix her computer. If you don't teach her how to respect you now, she will go on in the future with her attitude like that. She will find you any time when she needs something, and she will despise your time and your emotion. Therefore, in situation like this, if you go help them right away, will be kind of hard for them to respect you, right? But it will also be weird if you say no. So how do you say no? Are you going to reject all of them whenever they come to you? That is selfish, guys. How do we react to teach them to respect us? The question is difficult, but the way to deal with it is super easy with just 2 steps. Step 1, know how to procrastinate. Don't answer yet. Don't react yet. Step 2, think of how to teach them to respect you. You procrastinate so that you can have time to think about it. So in this situation, do you want her to think of you as a selfish person? Of course no. If then, you gotta help her, right? Now, you don't want to put your work aside, so how about you helped her, but not right away? Tell her that you will finish your work first, and you will be there in 30 minutes to check and show her how to fix it. With this way, you are not a selfish person, and you won't be bothered by someone else's problem. You have taught her that, firstly, my work is my priority, and secondly, you need to be patient and wait because there is no way I put my work aside. Thirdly, in 30 minutes waiting for me, maybe you can also think of a way to fix it. And the last one, in the future, whenever she needs something hurry, she won't find you anymore. Whenever she is in a rush, she won't even think about you to ask for a favor because she knows that you are willing to help her, but not right away. Just do it that way and people will get use of your working habit. Always remember to procrastinate. Don't answer yet. If someone texts you, you can read it, but tell them to wait and think of how to deal with it. Maybe you can tell them that you are busy and you will respond soon. The second step in my procrastinate trick is that we gotta find the best solution of how we want to be seen, to be treated. Just imagine you are a bit overweight. One day a friend of yours calls you, "Hey, chunky." How should you react to teach him not to call you fat anymore? If you pick up a fight right now, then it would be weird and doesn't worth it too. If you choose to stay quiet, then he will assume that you allow him to call you by insulting nicknames like that. So first thing first, we need to procrastinate. Think of a scenario in your head of how you want to teach him to respect you. How do you want to be treated? In this situation, in reality, the first thing comes up in your mind would be, don't ever call me chunky. And then you also don't want him to think that you are an aggressive person. You have your answer. You can tell him, "Hey, I'm saying this because we are friends and I don't want to ruin these friendships, but I'm sensitive with those words refer to fat. It makes me feel insecure, so please don't call me like that anymore." We are telling the truth. It was true that we feel insecure because everyone made fun of our body shapes. Tell him with a soft tone, no angriness, and it will work. It would be so easy if you are still a student. You can ask your parents to help you with this. Tell them to talk with your teacher because someone kept calling you fat and it makes you insecure. Then they will, of course, talk with your teacher like, "It hurts my daughter's feeling and she can't focus on studying. So please have a conversation with that ABC students and tell them to stop calling her with nicknames like that." This is just an extra part for people who are still going to school, and the most part is still for people that are going to work to teach people how to respect you. Alright, let's get to our second part of today's video. As what I have told you earlier, people disrespect you is because you allow them to. In our second part, I will give you a common reason why they despise you. It is because we are graceless. Could be accidentally, or could just because we are graceless. Communicate plays a very important part in our life, so we need to study how to communicate. People who say they don't need to study how to communicate, they have just given themselves a chance to never speak again, because most dramas in our life is coming from our mouth. Therefore, communicate is very important. Once you say something wrong, they will consider you are an ungraceful person. The most common thing which leads to this is when you are in a conversation and you put the right and wrong over the circumstances. I will give you an example to make this clear. Imagine you have a group of friends and all of you are watching soccer. Everyone is so into it, but you accidentally said, I don't see why people like watching soccer. Just a bunch of people chasing a ball and running around the stadium. Let's go somewhere else and have fun. This is so boring. I bet someone in that group is cursing you because you are so ungraceful. This one also means that they are despising you. In this situation, to be honest with you guys, you are not completely wrong. Soccer is about 10 people running around the stadium chasing the ball. But the way that you say it makes you charmless. Always put the circumstances over the right and wrong. So what is the circumstance here? Everyone is enjoying the game. It is their passionate, their hobby, and anything goes against their hobby will make them lose interest. Therefore, when you pointed out the right of this situation, you are judging their hobby, and they will hate you for that. They will think that you are flat. Ways to deal with this is that we can stay quiet throughout the night, or we can join them. Remember to put circumstances over the right and wrong. If you do it in reverse, be prepared to be despised. The right and wrong in life is just so unreasonable. Sometimes right is wrong, and sometimes wrong means right. Now let's go to the next example. Imagine you are a photographer and you were invited to a grand opening of your friend's studio. When you walk into their studio, you see that they are using an old image printer. They would definitely attract no customer because they are so clever now. They won't pick a studio that is still using this printer. And oh my gosh, their camera is so outdated camera. The picture quality will be so poor. Oh my gosh, why did you buy these to start your business? These are too old, all outdated. I'm so worried for your business. Once again, you put yourself in that situation of being graceless. Were you right? Yes. But will they hate you? Also yes. When you put the right and wrong over the circumstances, you are the one that pushing yourself in becoming the graceless person. What is the circumstance here? Is their grand opening? And why are you here? They invited you here to celebrate the opening day. If you want to tell them about their printer and cameras, save it for another day when there are just the two of you. Let them face with the reality first. How will they do in the first 2 or 3 months using their products? After that, they will be more open to listen and change themselves. In our second part, remember to think carefully before you say something. Put the circumstances over the right and wrong. And that is the end of our video today, everyone. I hope you enjoy it, and maybe some of you, if you see yourself here, try your best to change and improve yourself. Don't forget to subscribe PeakYou channel for more interesting videos. See you!